Eu sou a Ana Hetch, correspondente da revista Cenarium na Polônia. Hoje eu conversei com as irmãs Olga e Yulia Nikshova. A Yulia acabou de chegar aqui à Polônia depois de viajar 6 dias após cruzar a fronteira da Ucrânia com a Moldova fugindo da guerra.
Thank you, Anna. So our message to the world is the following. We just want people know that a lot of people in Ukraine are suffering. They are scared. They live in underground in metro station. It's a horrible situation. Everyone is scared. Everyone is in danger in Ukraine, and even in those places where just relatively safe and this bombarding is happening, people are so scared. They just live in uncertainty. They're waiting for something that might happen to them. It's like really hard situation for everyone. And not only Ukrainians are suffering right now, it's also related to Russians, who is it's just a sport for their reputation, and being like a Russian is already a kind of a limitation for you, because this nationality will speak to you, and the world is against Russians now, even against those who are not supporting this war whatsoever. So it's like a really hard time for everyone. Everyone is suffering right now. This war is ridiculous. It's not needed. And what's the purpose? Of what sakes this war is going on right now? So please do everything to stop the war. No war. Please help us to stop this disaster. It causes only damage, and it's like there is nothing good will come out of it. It's like not needed. So please help us to stop this nightmare. What can be right about destroying the entire nation? Like, just please put logic on it. It's not. It's like, what's the purpose of destroying the entire nation? The Ukrainian. It was like much better to live in Ukraine than in Russia. So we've got our liberty, we've got like our democracy. We could like vote for our president. It was our choice, but we could like get on a demonstration, and we could like initiate strikes to just make the government hear us. But those are not the options in Russia. So people, like, you can compare how Ukrainians lived and how Russia lived. So Ukrainian never asked Putin to free us from what? From better life than Russia. So it's nonsense, and I don't understand how people can believe in this. You know what? I didn't vote for Zelensky, and actually, initially, I was not supporting him. But what he's doing now, it's just really impressive, because he is the person who doesn't have political experience. He doesn't know. He doesn't have economical education or whatever. But he's a hero now. He stays in Ukraine. He mobilized all the army. Apologies. Like, you see what is happening right now. Because of Zelensky, we are still like fighting the Russian forces, and for now we are in a good position. So we achieved a lot. Lots of people are ready to give help, like physically. Our men protecting their cities, they with like bare hands, like trying to stop tanks. And Zelensky is trying to find ways to get support from Europe, and he is doing all possible to get Ukraine in a better position, and not to give up, and not to be swollen by Russia, not to let people be denationalized. So Zelensky is like my hero now, and I can admit that I was wrong. So he is like a really good president, and he's doing everything to save the nation, to save our people.
Thank you. What city did you live in Ucrania?
Dnipro.
And
it's 200 kilometers far away from Donbass. It's like a sorry, it's very close to the border.
And what was going through your mind when you were living there? What were you thinking on that moment?
It was like when you wake up at 4 in the morning, woken by like those bombs. It was just like you're not thinking. You're thinking only of one way: how to escape, how to save your child. And that's what my sister did. So actually, it was the right decision, and thanks God that they managed to escape from this country. And the first thing that occurs to your mind, that it's like really close to this Donbass area. So it's 200 kilometers. It's like 2 hours of maybe 3 hours of drive. So those missiles, those rockets can like be sent to Dnipro and can destroy it like in a moment. So you don't think that it's a safe place whatsoever. I don't know why it's in a relative um, how to say safeness for now, but still like you don't think that you are in safety.
And what do you think about leaving people behind? Yulia has her husband still there because men are not crossing the border, as you told me. And can you tell us about your husband there and your family here, and how are you feeling about this?
It's impossible to describe in words, because it's the most hard decision in my life. It was to leave my husband on the border and to go away from him. When my son cried, I didn't want to leave my father. The father is also crying, and when the court, my husband tells me, "Don't grow up without him. I want to be next to my son and see how he's doing."
So, thank you very much for speaking to me. I wish your family the best and your country the best. And do you have some final words that you want to say before we end this interview?
We do believe that this nightmare will over in the closest time, and it will be everything okay. Now it is a second step of negotiation, and I believe they find the decision solution, and it will stop. My message to people is just, people, please do everything what you can, just maybe to escalate this problem, to give all people the right information, not the fake information, and the reality, what is happening right now in the world. So please, let's do everything together to stop this war, to stop this disaster, to let people live their lives. There are a lot of channels in Europe and America, and we can compare the news that you are seeing and that the news is world provided, and make conclusion that it's not what it's not the same information. Yes, it's important to let people know what is really happening.
Thank you very much, girls.
Thank you, Anna. Take care. No war. Stop the war.
No war. Yes. Bye bye. Thank you. Ana Hetchek para a revista Cenarium.